Namaste and welcome to this session. This is the second live session I'm doing on my channel. Uh, I can see one participant who has joined. I welcome you. Please share the information among your friends so that they can also make use of this opportunity. Now, by the time I get the query, see, you can text me either here in the chat box or you can also text me on my WhatsApp. My phone number is displayed in the profile pic. After the session also you can text me, but those who are attending the session, please text me either in the chat box here or on my mobile on WhatsApp. So till the time we get some participants and they bring their queries forth, uh, I will give you some pieces of information. Good evening. Where are you from? Okay, let's continue. So by the time we get some queries, we will touch upon Naveen. Where are you from? Kerala. Okay, welcome. You have a specific question or you're just attending the session casually? You can type in the chat box as I continue talking. Okay. You have a specific query, you can text me there. Okay. So I will answer a few specific questions which generally people ask. In this session, I will touch upon those questions, which will give you some idea about what can be done with the information we have in astrology. Manglic and non-Manglic marriage, do's and don'ts. Okay, Mr. Naveen has asked me a question here regarding Manglic and non-Manglic marriage, do's and don'ts. See, this Mangal dosha or Kuja dosha is with reference to the placement of planet Mars from Lagna, from Moon, and from Venus. There is a specific video which I have posted in my channel on Mangal dosha. You can go through that for other details. Now, to answer your question, generally those who have a Mangal dosha, who are Manglic, are suggested to marry only people who have Mangal dosha. That is because those who have Mangal dosha will be a little aggressive in their behavior towards the opposite person. So, in marriage, if you have one person who is aggressive and the other person who is very sober, survival is difficult because the other person cannot counter your argument at all. Now, what is the use if the other person is also aggressive? Both of them will keep arguing. So, when you have Mangal dosha, whether you marry a Manglik or a non-Manglik, problems in marital life will be there. It is not that you marry a non-Manglik, there will be problems. A Manglik marries a Manglik, there will be no problems. There will be problems. There will be ego clashes. Kujadosham is not easy to overcome. You will have to face the problems. But you cannot have one person being very aggressive and the other person being very sober. Then the person will dominate over the spouse and the spouse survival will become difficult. You should have equal strength in the opponents. In the marriage also, both should have equal strength, otherwise one will be oppressed. That is why it is suggested that you marry a person with Mangal dosha if you have Mangal dosha. That does not alleviate the problem completely. It will only reduce the magnitude a little. So those who have Mangal dosha, you have some remedies that you can do. You can simple remedies are what you must start with, because once you start doing the simple remedies, you get faith in it. Then you will start. You will have the motivation to do larger remedies. So those who have Mangal dosha, you have to visit Subramanya Swami temple. You have to chant Hanuman Chalisa. You have to chant the shlokam response particular pertaining to Mars in the Navagraha Stotram. In Navagraha Stotram, there is one shlokam. Dharani Garbha Sambhutam Vidyut Kanti Samapravam Kumaram Shakti Hastam Tam Mangalam Pranamamyaham. You chant this shlokam every day and chant Hanuman Chalisa. Pray Lord Subramanya Swami. So you can offer your prayers and request for a kind of harmony in your life. So I think I have answered your question. Will problems resolve marrying after 28? This is one suggestion people give. The Mangal dosha gets nullified after 30. That is because logically you acquire a certain level of maturity by then. You will not react the way you reacted when you were 14 or 15 when you turn 30 or 28. It's not 20, 30 it is generally. What that means is you attain a certain level of maturity. You don't argue like you used to do when you were 14 or 15. The Mangal dosha magnitude goes down with age. So it is just the logic that you attain a certain level of maturity and you don't enter into unnecessary arguments. But ego clashes will still be there at any age. But the chances of getting separated with the spouse will be less if you marry after 30. That's because of the maturity level you have. When you marry at an early age, then when there are ego clashes, you don't reduce your voice or your point of view. You try to prove that you are right when you are very young. So as you age a little, you think that proving myself right or wrong is immaterial. What you need is peace of mind. So that maturity level is what actually helps. There are also some books tell you there's a cancellation of Mangal dosha when there is an aspect by certain planet and all. But Mangal dosha is not easy to get through or avoid. It's based on your karma, the karma in the previous birth, and you have to go through that pain. Only then it gets purified. I hope I have answered your question. Okay, so some of the points that I wanted to discuss or put forth in this session were many people ask if they don't have their date of birth, their place of birth, and time of birth, can we still answer their questions regarding their career or marriage or anything? The answer is yes. If you don't have date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth properly, then for every question that you have, we will cast a prashna. And that will be decided by the ruling planets then. At that time, whatever is the ascendant lord, whichever is the ascendant sublord, whichever is the moon sign lord and moon sublord, these ruling planets will give us the information. Depending upon the particular aspect that you ask, those particular houses will be studied and we would answer your question. So, date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth are not necessary for particular question. But if you want to know what is your overall horoscope, then it is a little difficult. For that also, Prashna can be casted. But we haven't come across many clients asking such questions, so we don't yet know the accuracy, because we would know the accuracy of a prediction when you give us a feedback. A long time back, when I worked on starstel.com, I worked for some time and then I quit working. Then a lady from Starstel called me and said that a client is actually wanting to talk to you. You please log into the system, come onto the platform. When I logged in, I gave a particular time that this time I'll log in only for that particular client because I'm not interested otherwise. So that man called me and he said, I'm very happy with your prediction. Your predictions went exactly correct. He had a problem with, he was getting some building constructed. And he asked me that it has stopped and there's some problem he was facing. And I told him, for such and such period, it will not continue. You will have problem with labor class people. At that time, Saturn was retro. When you have Saturn retro, you will not be able to get the things done by the labor class people. So construction will be delayed. Otherwise, there is no problem. And then he was running a court case. So he asked me about that. And then when I predicted, I didn't have a feedback because these clients don't come back and tell on the platform whether that happened or not. So then he said that your predictions were exactly correct, and that is why I have come for consultation further. And some more questions he asked. So we get a feedback from the clients only. You take our predictions, and then when something happens, again another person came to me and said, I was searching for you on Facebook, because on Star still we are not supposed to give our phone numbers and all. So he searched for me on Facebook, and from there he sent me a message. I shared my phone number, and then he came in contact with me and asked his particular question. He said, "An elder person in my house will pass away." You said, "I actually thought that everybody is hale and healthy. How can this happen? I didn't believe then, but all of a sudden, unexpectedly, my maternal uncle passed away. It came as a shock to us, and some other things also went right." So for your specific question, when will I get a promotion? How is my career going to be? When will I get married? When will I have children? Will I have children or not? When is a travel? Well, like that. Vinay Kumar. Yeah, Vinay, I think I have spoken to you earlier also. No? Are you not that Vinay to whom I spoke? From Hyderabad. I think you asked me about Kuladaivam. Kuladaivam, I will post a video. Actually, this information you will have from your family, but then there is a study of your. You have to give me your. I think you have given me your details in your chart. I have to study some karakas. I have to study the Atma Karaka. I have to study the 11th Lord, and then I have to tell you who is your Kuladaivam or Ishtadaivam. So that is a calculation which is to be done. So I will tell you that. Okay. I also posted a video regarding this. Who is your Ishta Devata? How do you know your Ishta Devata? That video I posted in my channel. You can go through that. And for you specifically, I will look at the Atma Karaka, and then I will let you know. You just remind me tomorrow. We will take up more general questions now, and tomorrow I will answer your Kuladaivam. Who is your Kuladaivam? Okay. So what was I saying? I lost track. Anyway, so you for a specific question, when is your promotion? When is your marriage? When is your childbirth? Whether you have children or not? How is your married relationship going to be? When is your divorce? Is there a divorce or not? Are there multiple relationships? All those details. Okay. So the second thing is, if you know your date of birth and place of birth, but with time of birth you're not very certain, can there be a rectification made? Yes. There's something called birth time rectification, BTR. That is done taking ruling planets into consideration, and also you have to give beforehand information like when was your first job, or when was your first promotion, or when you got married, when you had children, some history if you can give. Then after we do the birth time rectification, we will match with those respective dashas, whether that was the correct period for the event to occur or not. So there's something called BTR, which is birth time rectification. Okay. Then some general information. Some people have a list of problems, a big list of problems they have. I have a liver problem, I have a stomach problem, I have a headache, I have this, I have that. They have a huge list. You take 1,000 horoscopes or 10,000 horoscopes. In every horoscope, whoever has this list of problems, long list of problems, they will have malefic planets near the Lagna. Near the ascendant, they will have malefic planets. The greater the number of problems, the greater will be the number of malefic planets near the Lagna. And those who have malefic planets near moon, they will always be unhappy. They will always feel there is some lack in their life. There will not be one day when they say that we are happy and peaceful. Take 100 horoscopes, take 1,000 horoscopes, take 1 lakh horoscopes. Any person who complains that he has a list of problems, psychologically, if he feels that pain, there will be malefic planets near the moon. And physical ailments, several ailments, he has health problems, several problems they have. They keep undergoing surgeries, they keep taking several medicines, they keep visiting doctors, changing medicine. They will have malefic planets near the Lagna. And There is something called Bandhana Yoga. Sometimes, for a mistake, people are sent to jail. Even our freedom fighters went to jail. That is Bandhana Yoga. That happens when on either side of Lagna you have malefic planets. There is a risk of this imprisonment. On either side of Lagna, if they are both sides, if there are malefic planets, they will be Bandhana Yoga. So those who have this Bandhana Yoga have to be careful. Don't break traffic rules and all. Don't park your vehicles where there is no parking board. Be careful. Don't indulge into arguments and all. So that's another piece of information I wanted to give. Then one more point that I wanted to cover was many people don't know there is something called Prashna Kundali. For example, recently my colleague called me and said that her son lost her mobile. He went to the university to take an exam and then he lost his mobile. She asked me, just tell me whether it is lost or we will get it. So I cast a Prashna and the chart is in front of me in the other laptop. Actually, I am not very well versed with uh, this live session and all. I don't know if there is an option of screen sharing or not. Otherwise, I can actually analyze your horoscopes here online. I can show you the analysis also. I will learn that soon and do that as well. Now, for now, I will look at the data here and just tell you how I interpreted. The moment I casted the Prashna, I saw that moon was in Lagna. Whenever you cast a Prashna for a lost item, consider the item to be lost if moon is in 8. If moon falls in the 8th house, moon falls in 12th house. If it is in 12th house, it is lost. If it is in 8th house, it is hidden by someone. If it is in 12th house, if moon falls in 12th house, it's lost. Moon is in 8th house, it is hidden. Now moon is in Lagna here. I said the mobile will come to your son. Don't worry, he will get it back. Then I analyzed the ruling planets, the Lagna Lord, the ascendant sublord. 11th Kaspal sublord was Jupiter, and Jupiter was in Moon's nakshatra. Jupiter was in Moon's nakshatra, Star Lord was Moon, and I had Venus also coming into picture. Then I looked at the dasha, and then I saw sixth Lord Mercury was coming at a time after 15th, 14th night at 7:30 he got. And I said by tomorrow morning, that evening only, 14th evening, I casted this Prashna. I said by tomorrow morning you will get it because Venus was very, very strong in the among the planets that came. The seventh house was of Venus, which is Libra. And then Saturn's drishti was falling on Moon. I said there will be a slight delay, but you will get it. And then I checked, Venus was very strong as one of the planets here, Karaka. So Moon was transiting in Bharani Nakshatra. So the very evening he got, next morning also Bharani Nakshatra was there after sunrise. That day Bharani wasn't there. Bharani is Venus Nakshatra. Moon was transiting in Bharani Nakshatra. I said by this time duration for which Moon is transiting in Bharani Nakshatra, he will get his mobile. 7:30 he got the mobile, and 8 o'clock Vanita, she's my colleague, she called me and said that madam, once again your prediction came true. My son got his mobile back. So you cast a prashna. You should have a specific prashna in your mind. Earlier days we used to take the number from the audience. You would give me a number from 1 to 249. Now in True Astrology software, there is a random number generator 1 to 249. You can click and pray. There is a video, a specific video that I've posted. Please see that. I've posted in my channel how to cast a prashna using True Astrology software. I actually want to do a Zoom session to teach how True Astrology software is used, but I need minimum number of participants. I can't do a Zoom session when there is nobody participating in it. So I will be happy if you can gather, at least 20 participants to learn how True Astrology software is used. We can have a 40-45 minute session on a day that you all together plan and join. You can learn how to use the True Astrology software. And gradually, we can also plan other classes, those who are interested. Okay. So you cast a prashna for the particular question. You analyze the ruling planets. You take the 11th cuspal sublord. Look at the star lord of it. The star lord should not be retro. If there is a wish fulfillment question, will I get a promotion? Look at the 11th cuspal sublord. Look at the star lord of this sublord. If the star lord is retro for 6 months, at least this will not fructify. You can ask the same question after 6 months. Then we can check. Okay, so there's something called Prashna Kundali, which is also a very powerful technique, and it is more accurate because the time is decided by the ruling planets of the time at which you post your you cast your Prashna. Our custom is to Naveen. Our custom is to tie Jatakam together in marriage. Without following that custom, is it possible to marry a non-Maglik and Maglik? Actually, marriage means custom only, man. Please reply, please. See, matching a horoscope is only to see that you both live harmoniously together. There are marriages which are, people tie their knots without even checking the muhurtam. I know last time when Venus was in combustion, a Christian family, they fixed a marriage on a particular day. The bridegroom died within less than 1 month. Venus is very important for marriage. When Venus is combust, a marriage muhurtam doesn't support. So, matching a horoscope is to see how compatible you are. Anytime you check, when you have a person whom you meet and you have a lot of compatibility, your thoughts match, your the way you think, your likes and dislikes, the way you analyze, everything matches. You check the horoscopes, they will also match. What is a horoscope going to tell you? What kind of a person you are? How do you think? How do you analyze? What is good? What is good according to you? What is your concept of somebody being good? Whom do you respect? Whom do you don't respect? Same is the case with the girl. Whom does she respect? Whether she will respect her in-laws or not? Does she respect elders? Does she follow ethics? Is she a lazy person? Is she hardworking? If you are hardworking, you cannot like a lazy person. So if you're taking a person whose horoscope contains Saturn, if your horoscope has got, let us say, I need not look at your spouse's horoscope. If I see Saturn in seventh house in your horoscope, I can tell you your spouse is lethargic. So why horoscope matching is needed? Because earlier people used to marry girls or boys from families which were not known to them, unknown families. So how do you know whether they're compatible or not? Now you mingle, you talk, you roam around, you know each other very well. So you know whether you're compatible or not even without matching the horoscope. But you will not know about the longevity of your spouse unless you look at the horoscope. Would you want to marry a person who will fall sick 2 years after marriage or 3 years after marriage and then die following year or the next year? You want to marry a person who has a long life, who is a healthy life, who will bring forth children, who doesn't have any uterine problem. If it's a male, you want children. Would you want to marry a female who has some reproductive problems? You will not want to, unless not having children doesn't bother you. I don't say that you shouldn't marry a barren woman. I don't say that, but it is just to give you some basic information before the marriage itself, so that you don't regret later after your marriage. Okay. Right. So that's about Prashna. Then Prashna Kundali I was talking about. Then is there any effect of wearing a particular color of the Vinay Kumar? Is there any temple which will change our fate? See, there are different schools of thoughts. It is not a particular temple that you go and then your fate changes. It is actually your karma burns. When you go on a Tirtha Yatra, when you take dip in certain rivers, sacred rivers, you will burn your karma, because the rishis, after they did their tapasya, they discharged their tapasya energy into several rivers. So when you go and take a dip in those rivers, your karma will burn. So unless the karma burns, either by going through it, experiencing the pain, or by getting rid of it by going to some place with it which has a highly positive energy. Those temples where you have this Vedic chanting from morning to evening several times, those deities have a lot of positive energy. Those vigrahas have got a lot of positive energy. When you go there, when you visit places which were visited by Adi Shankaracharya, you actually burn your karma. Ramanama Japam will burn your karma. You needn't go to any temple. Just chant Ramanamam. Ramanamam, Ram is Agni Bijam. It will burn your karma. Ma will stop any negativity from coming to you. Just chant Ramanamam. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane is really a magical mantra. Rama Raksha Stotram will also burn your karma. Fate changing capabilities are only with two powers. One is Mahakali, the other is any Sadguru. Sadguru means not someone who signs as Sadguru, like Raghavendra Swami, Shirdi Sai Baba. If you have a difficult problem which has not been solved since many months, many years, you go to a Shirdi Baba temple, take a bucket full of water, take a cloth, and wipe the steps of that temple. If there are no steps, if it's on a plain ground, you mop the floor of that temple. The next day, you will get rid of that problem. There's a genuine problem, and it has been damaging you from inside. You're suffering. Guru has got the power to alleviate that. So, Shirdi Baba temple, if you're suffering from a long time problem, you go and pray to Shirdi Baba, he will help you. It is his promise that his body is only left. He will come back for the bhaktas whenever you call him. You say Sai, he will say Oi. That's what he said. Sai and Pilavand, Oi and Paluktan. So Mahakali also has got this power. But fixed karma you cannot change. As I told you last session, I spoke about fixed karma. You go to any temple, you cannot change your parents. That is according to your previous birth karma, that is fixed karma. Non-fixed karma you can change. Your profession you can change, the earnings you can change to a significant extent. I don't say somebody who is a pauper on the road will become a crorepati. Unless he has that promise in the natal chart, that is not possible. Okay. So I hope I've answered the question. The point I was covering was, do the dress colors affect our day to day events? Yes, they do. You get cosmic energy from different planets, and each day it is in Tamil Nadu, Tiruchin. I don't know this temple. It was said in Tamil. I don't know, maybe, but the logic is the same. You have more positive energy there, and many temples where you have this puja being done in a nishtha, your karma will burn. So good if it happens. You don't lose anything. No, go visit that temple and pray the deity. Okay. Jiva Samadhi. That Sajiva Samadhi. We have Raghavendra Swami and all. I mentioned that. So we get cosmic energy from different planets. On different days, it is different. From Monday, you get it from Moon. Sunday, you get it from Sun. Tuesday, you get it from Mars. Wednesday, you get it from Mercury. Thursday, you get it from Jupiter. Friday, you get it from Venus. Saturday, from Saturn. So, in order to resonate with that energy, you have to wear the respective colors. Sunday orange, Monday white, Tuesday red, Wednesday green, Thursday yellow, Friday off white, Saturday black. But do not wear them when the planets are retro. When the planets are retro or planets are in debilitation, you shouldn't increase their powers. When a planet is retro, it goes out of control of sun. It doesn't stay in the control of sun. So it will start behaving as it likes. So if you increase its power, it is like giving weapons to a thief or a villain. So when the planets are retro, don't wear those colors. Okay, then do bracelets work? Yeah, see, this is a green aventurine bracelet. They do work. Any color. It is not that you should buy a very costly one. This green color will work for Mercury. And on which hand should you wear? Should you wear it on right or left? It is left. Left in, right out. So you should wear it on the left hand. And these work. They will take some time to heal with your body. Uh, Rose quartz for healing relationships. Green aventurine, and this is for Mercury. Okay. Then you have turquoise blue. That's for wish fulfillment. So once it breaks, then you have to leave it. It has lost the energy. Don't tie them again in another string and wear. It is broken, leave it, discard it, and take another one. So yes, bracelets work. That's another question. And now I'm going to end this session with a powerful remedy. Okay, all of you can do this. Pass on this information also. Anybody who is facing lots of difficulties and you want a U-turn in your life, you had a lot of money and it has gone down. Now there is no money. Or you had a very healthy relationship and now it has broken. Or there was a lot of harmony in your life, you were peaceful, now there's no more peace. Or you were very healthy and now your health has gone down. Anything which you want a U-turn, you can do this remedy. This is to be done on 12 Mondays. Okay, 12 Mondays you have to do. You have to take flowers which in Telugu are called Nandivardhanam. In Hindi, they call Chandini flowers. Let me just check what is it called the scientific name of it, so that everybody can use that. Okay, Nandivardhanam is a white colored flower which has got a twisted petal. Okay, I think I can show it here. Tabernae montana. Can you see these flowers? You see the petals, they have a kind of a twist, that is to change your bhagya. So 12 Mondays, you have to take 12 such flowers. Okay. 12 such flowers you will take, and each Monday what you do is you hold the flower and chant Om Shivaya Vashi, not Shivaya. Shivaya Vashi. Okay. No, this is not Parijatam. This is Nandivardhanam. Okay. I've shown you the picture. Nandivardhanam. You type in Google. I will also type it in chat here for Nandivardhanam. Okay. This is one of the favorite flowers of Lord Shiva. Shivaya Vashi is what you have to chant. This will give a U-turn. Any problem you have will be set right. Shivaya Vashi 12 times. Hold the flower. Each flower you hold, say Shivaya Vashi 12 times. So 12 flowers, 12 into 12, 144. These 12 flowers you have to take and offer them on the Shivling. That is all you have to do. Do it for 12 Mondays. I have typed already, Naveen. Nandivardhanam, I have typed already. Okay. 12 Mondays, 12 flowers. Each flower you hold and say the Shivaya Vashi, not Shivaya, Shivaya. Shivaya Vashi. 12 times you will chant. 12 flowers. Each flower you hold and say that 12 times. Okay, that becomes 12 12 144. Take those 12 flowers and offer on a shivling. Do this for 12 Mondays. You will get your situation, your problem alleviated. At least the magnitude will go significantly down. Okay, so with this, I think I can conclude this session. I thank you for joining. You can tell me if this is the ideal time every Saturday. If 8 p.m. is fine, we can meet every Saturday. Or if you want it to be a little later, 8:30, also we can move. And last time I did it at 10:45 in the morning. I think people were not available. So I will increase the number of sessions per week if I get more viewers. You can share the information among your friends and relatives. Anything else that you wish to say? Else we will stop. And Vinay, I will tell you about your Kuladaivam tomorrow. Okay, you can. I will text you if you want to speak. You can call me. Okay, then. Thanks for watching. Vinay and Naveen I have spoken to, but I don't know who are the other two participants. I would like to hear something from them also. Are you there? Okay. Hope you liked the session. How was it? Any suggestions? How about having classes? How about having some sessions on how to use true astrology software? Got my answer. Okay. That's nice, Mr. Naveen. Okay. Any help that we can do to people in the society, we must do. So I wish you all good luck in all your endeavors. Okay, then. Thank you. Thank you, Vinay. Nice to have a compliment. So implement the simple remedies that I have to. And one more important point: if you want to increase your wealth, you want to increase your, enhance your relationships, strengthen your Venus. And for strengthening your Venus, you can wear diamonds. American diamonds are not very costly. You can start with them, and when you grow rich, you can buy original diamonds as well. American diamonds, you will get it in hundreds also. Boys can wear studs. Okay. And wear ironed clothes. Okay, even your night dress, you wear ironed clothes, and use non-alcoholic perfume. Okay, tomorrow onwards you can start doing this, and you will see, you will attract people towards you. You will have more friends to support you. You will have a lot of respect in the society. Okay, so strengthen your Venus, but be careful. Check your horoscope. If Venus is your Badakadipati, then you may find a little troublesome when you use diamonds. So you have to also check what clothes for Venus. It is off white, but that will be stronger when you wear them on Friday. Friday off white for Venus. The diet also, I told you how to eat every day, whichever is the ruling planet, the respective cereal or pulse or whatever, and the nakshatra in which moon is transiting, that particular item. Okay. So if Saturday ruling planet is Saturn, you should eat sesame, novulu noni, novulu gunda, anything like that. And if moon is transiting in Kritika, sun's nakshatra, if it is transiting in Sun's Nakshatra, you have to take wheat or orange colored vegetables and all. If it is transiting in Moon's own Nakshatra, then white colored vegetables and so on. Yes, I have to change it. I was not responding. Okay, then. Thank you so much. I will meet again in the next session.